In an industry where it has become the norm to release games piece by piece, Baldur's Gate 3 has stood out as a shining example of what a full and complete experience is from day one. Welcome everyone to today's discussion about the success of Baldur's Gate 3, why it has become a beacon of hope for gamers who crave full, finished experiences. I'm Linksy, and let's jump into it. Before we get to Baldur's Gate 3, let us acknowledge the utter state of degeneracy in the gaming industry today. Most games are released with the promise of continuous post-launch content in the forms of DLC. This is the equivalent of me going to the clothes store, ordering a pair of pants, which are just there, like on an image. I'm like, I want that pair of pants. They're like, yeah, $60 please. And I get one leg sleeve. And they're like, yeah, you'll get the other one in 6 months' time, maybe a year, maybe we'll be out of business by then. We don't know. It's ridiculous. We don't do that. We get the full pants. And if we don't like the pants, we return the pants and get another pair of pants. One that fits us, one that's comfortable, one suited for what we want. We get what's on the tin. And that does not happen with most video games. Yes, some of them are built on this model that it extends the life of the game, as it often leaves, additional content being added, expansions. But the unfortunate fact of this has devolved into an incompleteness of the game to persist. This has happened so many times, and I can mention many games: Assassin's Creed, the Total War Warhammer 3, which broke my heart, Call of Duty games, which just feel like copy and paste, most Ubisoft EA games, shitfests that are released year after year after year after year. You pay $70, $80, $90, God knows how long, how much, and you just don't get the bloody thing. It's just a copy of what was. There's nothing new. They're like, oh yeah, there's gonna be a DLC down the line. Oh yeah, we're gonna add this really cool stuff. You're gonna have to pay for skins, or I just don't understand why some games literally stop you from going into certain areas unless you pay for it. So something that's inherently already part of the game, something you've inherently paid for, it's not available to you. And perhaps the worst part of all is day one, day zero DLC that you have to pay extra on top of the game for. It's already part of the game, it's already part of what you paid for. It's just a cash grab for more. And this is where Larian Studios has shone like a bright diamond in the sky. With Baldur's Gate, it took such a different approach. It hit the ground running with a full game that has lived to everyone's expectation. Okay, not everyone. Almost. Well, no, actually everyone. Because even the people who tried it and didn't like it, they knew what they were getting. They're like, no, I'm sorry, this isn't for me. It's a good game. The amount of times I've heard this, it's a great game, it's not for me. It means people who didn't like it still appreciate it. And that is so rare. That when you don't like something and you still appreciate it and you show it respect, that's what we have here. Lanky ass gamers who are known to complain about everything, they still appreciate it. And I think that's why it's been so successful. Because you can appreciate it irrespective of your likes and what you want from it. They committed to quality. Larian Studio made it clear from the start they will only release Baldur's Gate 3 when it was ready, when it met their standards of quality. This dedication to excellence has been evident in every aspect of the game. Have there been issues with the game? Yes. Are there bugs? Obviously. It's a bloody complicated mess that took years to complete with over 200 people. The logistics of that, for those of you who have no idea of project management, is a nightmare to even begin. But is the game complete at its core? Is it fun? It is. Yes, Act 3 is a little bit unrefined, but they are transparent about that. They instantly try to fix it. 3 patches in less than 2 months. Massive patches. Hundreds of fixes. Thousands of fixes. Yeah, we fixed this, we fixed that, we fixed this, we fixed that. And they were very clear. They keep everyone who is playing the game informed. Listen, we're trying to get this fixed as soon as possible. Game-breaking issues like Mirtrana, can't say her name, the Dark Elf, the Drow, they admitted, owned up to it, and they fixed it. Regular updates, developer diaries, and even during early access. Now, early access is something that's often used as a weapon, as a tool, to get people to buy the game because the company is running out of money. Now, Larian Studios was very clear. Early access was there so they understand what their community wanted out of the game. And they gave us Act 1. They told us, yeah, this is all you're getting. They did give us freebies, more than, frankly, they should have. But they listened. There were discussions. Myself, who only wrote a few comments here and there, felt listened. My feelings felt validated. Not feelings. My feelings about the game, what I wanted from this game, it felt real. Because I could see the development and I felt part of it. I felt the feedback I gave was useful and resulted in a better product. Act 1 is a masterpiece. An absolute masterpiece. Act 2 is brilliant. Act 3 is amazing, but suffers from optimizations. Because frankly speaking, when you have that many NPCs running around, actively talking, so many interactions happening at the same time, yes, there is going to be lag. It's understandable. Apart from the lag, I haven't found a single quest I couldn't finish. Maybe I had 1 or 2 bugs, but that stopped me and I had to reload. But that usually came from a situation of me literally teleporting myself in, trying to break through the game's barriers, trying to go outside, and oftentimes this resulted in me dying and not being able to be resurrected. There wasn't a rush to finish the game. They took their time, they understood their limits, and they acted within them, resulting in a polished, finished product. And what I mean by a polished, finished product, well, I mean a game that is fun. The impact of that simple statement is profound. Critics, players, they praise the game for its depth, its captivating story, its replayability, its options, its choices. It has a loyal community that just talks about it. Larian Studios built a level of trust that is rare in today's gaming world. The level of trust that CD Projekt Red had when they launched Witcher 3, the level of trust that Blizzard Studios had when they launched Diablo 3 and World of Warcraft and Warcraft 3, which they've completely lost since they really went down south. That trust, combined with the word of mouth of people talking about the game, about how much fun they're having. My girlfriend, who doesn't play video games, bought the game and is actively looking forward to go home after work to play Baldur's Gate 3. And talking to her about it has been insane, because she is not a gamer. She is a bookworm, she is a hiking person, she's everything but a gamer. And this is making her want to play the game. And like her, there are so many other thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions even. I think Baldur's Gate 3's success is attributed to the commitment of the delivery of a complete experience. That is a heavy sentence, but that is my thoughts, my understanding, my distillation. And this was given to us right from the start. The dedication to quality, the transparency has paid off. We often are finding ourselves navigating in an industry with DLCs that come to unfinished games. Baldur's Gate's Larian reminds us that is not necessarily what we need to have. What is the whole climax of this conversation I'm having with you? I don't think we should be supporting games that promise us the world and we get a fraction of it. We shouldn't be supporting companies that tell us, yes, you're gonna get a 3-course meal and we'll get left at the starter for 2 or 3 years. By the time we get to the dessert, the game is irrelevant. Or quite often, they tell us, yeah, sorry, closed at the starter. Imagine going to a restaurant, imagine going out to dinner, buying a full course meal, and when your second dish is placed in front of you, you just have a plate with the bill on it and tell you, sorry, it's over. Imagine the outrage if millions of people, hundreds of thousands of people were given that experience. We should not be tolerating this. We should not be supporting these companies. And I'm not talking about the developers themselves. They're individuals who have, frankly, little to no impact on the actual delivery of the game. But it's the leadership of these games. It's the people who say yes to their whatever. Yes, we can deliver it in 6 months. But they very well know it will need 2 years to finish. Stop lying to yourselves and be honest with yourself. Maybe then you'll have better results and you don't have to put your prices up. So quote unquote, you don't have to stop producing the game. I hope for a better future. One that I doubt I will see, but I could be wrong. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for listening to my rant, but don't let it be a rant. Make it a discussion. Tell me down below. Talk to me about Baldur's Gate. Please, let me know your experience. Tell me why you think it's been such an amazing game. And if you're still here, like, subscribe, share this video. And until next time, happy gaming.
Dance upon the stars tonight, smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace, all the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Dance upon the stars tonight.